What's going on, everybody? Kevin Duffy here for the Movie Dudes podcast. I just got out of seeing Superman 2025, and it is everything I hoped it was going to be. If you guys saw the out-of-theater reaction from my buddies Dan and John, I was supposed to have gone to the Tuesday Amazon Prime screening, but due to a scheduling conflict, I couldn't get there. Major letdown. I was super bummed. I made sure I had Friday off already earmarked to see this movie when they announced what day it was coming out, so I knew I was gonna see it, but having to wait those extra days and not talk to them about it really was just almost unbearable for me. So I went out this morning and saw the earliest showing I could find, and I freaking loved it. I really did. I think James Gunn has hit this out of the park. I think this is going to be the birth of an incredible comic book world brought to screen. I mean, literally, it is so comic. You've heard the quote a million times. It is a comic book brought to life, and it really is. It's like picking up any Superman comic book like off the rack and just picking mid-run of the series and just jumping into it and reading it. Yeah, characters show up that you don't expect. Characters show up that are pretty common in a Superman story, but they're all handled wonderfully. They're all wonderful. This movie had a genuine moment that brought, like, not even just, like, a tear to my eye, tears to my eye. Tears! I was tearing up. I saw it with my little nephew, he's like 15, but I took him to see it, and I was tearing up, and he's like, were you crying? I'm like, yeah, shut up, man, you're crying. I'm not crying, you're crying. So it brought genuine tears to my eye, and not like sad tears. It brought like emotional like response to the awesomeness of the scene tears. That's what happened, and yeah, it's genuinely a great movie. All the reviews are accurate. The 96% from audience score, totally believable now that I've seen it. The 85% critic score, totally believable. All around, this is absolutely my favorite Superman movie that I've ever seen. David Cornsweet is my Superman. This world that James Gunn has made is my Superman universe, is my DCU. It was incredible. It was incredible. The supporting cast were all great. They all, obviously some have larger roles than others, but everything they bring to the table is just on point, man. It's so good. It's so good. I want to go see it again. If I had time today, I would have doubled down, bought a ticket again, and seen it again right after it. But I didn't have time for that. Is it good for kids to see? That is going to be up to you as a parent if you're taking your kids to see this movie. I feel like there's one scene in particular that I wouldn't want my kids to see. It's something that Lex Luthor does about halfway through the movie. It's kind of jarring for the character. Teenager kids, like 12, 11-year-olds, might have no problem with it, but my kids that are 8 and 6, I don't know that I'd let them see that scene. But I feel like the rest of the movie, I would. The rest of the movie is definitely family-friendly. So just be warned, there's a scene in the middle of this movie that takes place. I will say, you've seen the trailers where and this is not a spoiler because you've seen it in the trailers, there's a scene where Lex Luthor has Superman trapped in like the glass menagerie case, and you see him with a gun. That scene is definitely not good for kids. So if you are taking your young kids to see it, the events that unfold around that scene, I'm not giving away anything, the events that unfold around that scene, not great for kids, I don't think. But that's it. That's the only tiny spoiler I will give you for this. The post-credit scenes, are they worth it? If you like the movie, I think they're worth it to stick around for. One of them's kind of just like a quick shot. One of them's like a real scene. But it's nothing that is like setting up another movie or anything like that. So if you feel like you want to leave after the movie ends, I think you're entitled to it. I don't think it adds to the movie other than just a few more enjoyable scenes with characters you like. That's it. So, but yeah, overall, I would give this, I told my buddies I gave it a 10 out of 10. I don't know if it's a 10 out of 10. It's probably a 9 out of 10 for me. But I'm very curious what you guys think about this movie. If you've seen it, if you're going to see it this weekend, please let me know. Do me a huge favor and check out the live stream that John and Dan did last night. They basically spent the whole show talking about Superman. They did a non-spoiler review. They did a spoiler review at the very end of it. It's all linked up so you can see where each of the parts are. So don't feel like if you don't want to be spoiled, you could watch a majority of the live stream last night, and you won't be. So do me a favor, go check that out. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll come at you with probably more Superman talk over the next week or two, because I can't imagine that we're going to be talking about anything else. But anyways, thanks. See you later.